middle of it is, okay, here's what we want you to do. You will be one of 33 participants. You are going to...
And so to have the show on that would be wrong.
Right. So which night, if you had to select one for yourself, or if you could select...
David Letterman, after years of keeping quiet, finally spills the tea on 9 guests who left him stunned, from wild rants to icy stares that chilled the studio. Stick around, because these stories will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about Hollywood's elite.
Tethered at 100 feet for approximately an hour, and about a half hour before launch, we were going to notify...
But not every celebrity played along as expected. Many came across as polished icons in movies or on magazine covers, yet once the cameras rolled, their true colors emerged in ways that caught even a seasoned pro like him off guard.
Lovely is doing that Bunny Black Rabbit show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in the bar on the corner where I live. Jason Bateman.
Take Madonna, the queen of pop who built her empire on bold, empowering anthems and boundary-pushing style that inspired millions across America. Fans saw her as a fierce trailblazer, always in control and unapologetically herself, but when she sat down with Letterman in 1994, it was like a different person showed up. She dropped F-bombs left and right, handed him her underwear as a gift, and refused to stick to the script.
The interview, I'm in the moment, I'm talking to her, we're having a good conversation.
Letterman later admitted he felt like he was in a hostage situation, trying to steer the conversation back but getting nowhere as she dominated with her sharp tongue. What looked like playful rebellion to viewers was actually a power play that left him exhausted and the audience shifting uncomfortably in their seats. Years on, Madonna explained it as her way of fighting censorship, but for Letterman, it revealed how her confident image could mask a disruptive side that didn't care about anyone else's comfort. Next up is Crispin Glover, that quirky actor from Back to the Future who always seemed like an eccentric artist with a unique take on Hollywood weirdness.
As long as you are healthy, you still want to produce, and you will.
Painting him as a creative genius who marched to his own beat without harming anyone. But in 1987, he appeared on Letterman's show in a bizarre getup, platform shoes, a wig, and a nervous energy that exploded into chaos when he challenged Dave to an arm wrestle and nearly kicked him in the face.
I had to stop when we had the child.
Where Glover's performance art felt more like an unhinged ambush than entertainment. Glover claimed it was a character from an upcoming film, but the unpredictability shattered his image as a harmless oddball, showing how his creativity could veer into territory that made everyone question if it was genius or just plain rude. Then there's Joaquin Phoenix, the intense method actor celebrated for immersing himself in roles like the Joker, earning Oscars, and respect for his dedication to craft that seemed deeply authentic.
Asperger's, its inability to socialize very easily.
Focusing on meaningful work that resonated with real-life struggles. Yet in 2009, he showed up bearded, mumbling incoherently, and chewing gum like he was in another world, barely responding to Letterman's questions and sticking the gum under the desk. Dave played along at first, but the awkwardness built until he quipped that Phoenix could have phoned it in. Turns out, it was all a hoax for a mockumentary, but Letterman felt tricked and disrespected. This stunt exposed how Phoenix's brooding persona could cross into manipulative territory, using the show as a prop without considering the host's role in making it all work. Paris Hilton, the ultimate socialite who rose to fame as a bubbly heiress with a glamorous lifestyle that screamed luxury and fun for her fans. She was the face of early 2000s celebrity culture, all smiles and designer outfits, seeming like the epitome of carefree wealth that many aspired to emulate. But when she appeared right after her 2007 jail stint, Letterman kept hammering on the topic despite her pleas to move on, and her responses turned from poise to teary-eyed frustration. Letterman later apologized, admitting he pushed too hard and made her relive a low point on national TV, but it highlighted how her polished image hid a vulnerability that cracked under pressure. For someone seen as untouchable, this moment showed a human side desperate for empathy, changing how viewers perceived her beyond the tabloid headlines. Lindsay Lohan, once Hollywood's bright young star with hits like Mean Girls, came across as talented and relatable, the girl next door who could light up any screen with her charm. By the 2010s, her public struggles with addiction painted a more troubled picture, but fans still rooted for her comeback as a fighter. In 2013, though, Letterman grilled her on rehab details during what was supposed to be a promo spot, turning her nervous laughs into emotional pleas to change the subject. He reflected later that he regretted exploiting her pain for laughs, realizing her brave front masked deep hurt that the media, including him, often amplified. This interview stripped away the remnants of her sunny image, revealing a woman battling demons while the world watched and judged without mercy. These first 5 guests show just how deceptive public images can be. Stars who seem invincible or fun-loving can flip the script in an instant, leaving even Letterman rethinking his approach. From Madonna's defiance to Lohan's raw emotion, each one challenged the late-night formula in ways that stuck with him long after the applause died down. But we're only halfway through. The next chapter digs into the remaining 4, plus some wild cards that nearly broke the show. Letterman's stories remind us that behind the glamour, celebrities are people with edges, and sometimes those edges cut deep when the lights are brightest. As an American icon himself, Dave's honesty about these moments feels like a peek behind the curtain we've all been curious about. Hang tight, because the revelations keep coming. Picking up where we left off, David Letterman's revelations about these guests aren't just gossip, they're insights from a guy who saw the unfiltered side of fame night after night. We've covered the explosive ones, now let's tackle the last 4, plus a bonus reflection on how these experiences shaped his view of Hollywood. Remember, these aren't villains, but people whose on-show behavior clashed wildly with the personas they sold to the world. Oprah Winfrey, the queen of daytime TV and empowerment, built an empire on heartfelt connections and uplifting stories that made her a household name across the U.S. She was seen as warm, wise, and approachable, the friend everyone wished they had guiding them through life's ups and downs. But early on with Letterman in the 1980s, a feud brewed when his jokes about her name and a shared lunch bill left her feeling mocked and unwelcome, leading to a 16-year absence from his couch. Letterman later owned up to the insensitivity, saying he didn't realize how his sarcasm came across as personal attacks, and their reconciliation in 2005 turned into a genuine bond. This rift exposed how Oprah's strong, composed image could hide hurt from perceived slights, showing even titans have soft spots that change dynamics in unexpected ways. Jennifer Aniston, America's sweetheart from Friends, radiated that effortless charm and girl-next-door vibe that endeared her to fans for generations. She was the relatable star who handled fame with grace, always smiling through rom-coms and tabloid drama like a pro. Yet in 1998, Letterman grabbed a strand of her hair and pretended to suck on it during the chat, leaving her stunned and the audience gasping at the weird invasion of space. He laughed it off as a bit, but Aniston later called it creepy, and Letterman admitted it was a misstep that didn't land. This moment peeled back her polished exterior to reveal discomfort she masked with politeness, highlighting how her friendly image didn't prepare her for such off-the-wall antics from a host. Andy Kaufman, the comedy legend known for his absurd, boundary-blurring acts like wrestling women or his Tony Clifton alter ego, seemed like a harmless prankster pushing the envelope for laughs. Fans loved his commitment to the bit, viewing him as an innovative force who redefined humor without malice. But on Letterman's show, a staged brawl with wrestler Jerry Lawler turned so chaotic, yelling, slaps, and apparent injury, that Dave was left scrambling, unsure if it was real or fake.